What's going on, guys? Back in the Zuma God garage. Actually, we're in the Swaggin' Wagon today, so we're gonna go on a little field trip, go to Libby's Motor World and pick up the valve stems, because the last valve stems I tried to get for the bike does not work. So yeah, this is part 3 of the Gentsuki build, the RIVA125 Bozuzoku build, whatever you want to call it. It's low, it's slammed, it's stretched, it's ill. So if you didn't watch the parts 1 and 2, definitely go back in time and watch those videos. But let's keep moving forward. Let's go pick up these parts. We'll come back and then I'll let you know what I'll let you know what we guys are doing in this video. But check it out. Alright guys, so we just got here at Libby's. Fun fact, this is actually the place where I got my first bug eye back in the day, way back in the day. I don't want to age myself, but it was a long time ago. This place right here, Libby's. Nasty. As soon as you walk in, all these toys. All bikes, side by sides, anything you can imagine here. $6 grand. Definitely a cool looking bike. You got the more X Maxes, and of course you got a Zuma. Check out the Zuma. Fire. What are these things going for now? $37.9. It's a sweet color too. So if my parents would have bought me one of these when I was a kid, I think I wouldn't have any of the addiction I had now with all my scooters. I think I'm up to like 16 or 17 scooters. But if it had started when I was young, I wouldn't have to, you know, I'm still trying to catch up from my younger days. So if I would have just had one of these, I would have been all set, you know? All right, guys, we just came from Libby's, got our valve stems, got what we needed, gonna head back to the shop. And then, whoa, look at it. Official Gentsuki Mercedes-Benz? What? Nah, I'm just joking. This is the official scooter parts getter. But go back to the shop and install these things, and got a couple other things to do on the bike, and then we should be wrapping that thing up. All right, guys, back in the garage with the RIVA125. Look at that front end, it's all buttoned up. This is off of a bug eye that looks sick. Everything's all buttoned up, all the wiring is done. Only thing that we have to do, we'll put these valve stems in so I can readjust my motor mounts if I have to with the center of the frame. But my buddy Roberto, the Riva God, was watching the video and was like, bro, that style headset or the handlebars that you have in the last video are the old style, so the new ones are more like this right here, and they have the clamp style. So the other ones used to go inside and they would snap, he was telling me. So I'll post a video so you guys know what I'm talking about. But the newer style ones, or the later model of the RIVA125s, are more like this. So if we can just swap the old handlebars on, it will save us so much work in the front end, and we pretty much be all done with this bike. After we do the whole tire thing, we got some shiny parts. I know you guys are gonna be looking forward to that. This bike is almost complete. I'm not even gonna spoil it. Let's just get into it. All right, so I tweaked the rear wheel, and I got that thing lined up way nicer. So now we're gonna hop right into this side of the bike. Some of the best parts that you guys have been waiting for. The exhaust, some shiny bits. All right, guys, so we're on the side of the bike. I threw the plastic on so you guys can see what I'm trying to do, my vision. So this right here is exhaust off of a Honda Grom, I believe. And of course this thing's not going to be a direct bolt-in, especially when the exhaust like goes on this crazy angle like this, and nothing lines up anyway. So this is all gonna have to be chopped. So my vision for this originally was to have it maybe stick out crazy, you know, obnoxious, maybe even on like some type of angle. But now I'm thinking about just tucking it in, having it a little bit more subtle, but you can see more of the pipe too. So I think I'm just gonna go with that option right there, because I do like the angles of these, so I would like to try to keep that, but also I would like to try to keep this thing, you know, flat. So I think I'm gonna make it stick out just like that, and then maybe have to just cut a little bit of this to get the angle that I desire. And then maybe I'll just header wrap all this up, because I know the welds aren't gonna be the prettiest on this rusty pipe. All right, so I'm gonna have to trim some of this off in the back, because this piece right here is stopping me from putting this where I want it to be at. What do you guys think? Not too bad. I would have to like cut this right here and try to weld that on, but that's looking good, man. I think I'm gonna run with that, and I got the bracket to work. So I would have to do something here, because this tab is broke for some reason. I just noticed that. I also noticed that I have to plastic weld some of this right here. That's all. It's got a crack in it, so I'll take that apart, plastic weld it. But I think that's gonna work. Oh yeah, I can live with that. That looks sick. Chopped it right there. The pipe slips right in there. It's like I planned this. So actually, let's see what it looks like with the plastic back on. It's just touching. Let's see. There we go, better. I mean, either way, I liked it back up this. I like this inside of there. Yeah, I just want to tuck this up inside of there like it was. So that's how it would look right there. And I think I'm happy with that. All right guys, so I had to come out the garage and get a little closer to a different power source, because I kept tripping the breaker in the garage with the welder. So we got the exhaust all welded up, little flux welder, not terrible, not the prettiest. And then we got the shock mount welded up as well. So that will do. So the bike's ready to go, got some suspension. What I really need to do is this kickstand right here, because this thing is on the ground and I have to figure out how to get that kickstand to work. I have to chop a bunch of it. But all right, let's get this thing back into the shed, and then we'll start putting this thing back together. Actually, before I even start putting things onto this thing, I think I want to take this off and plastic weld this fan shroud before it gets blocked off by everything else. So I think that's what I'm going to do. All right, man, you guys see it. It's going pretty smoothly. I'm putting all the parts on, but if you're noticing, I'm taking a lot of parts off. I got a bunch of ideas in my mind right now, so I'm just letting the gears work and let them turn. So if things just fall into place, I'm gonna let them fall into place. If not, it is what it is. But hey, I'm gonna keep putting these plastics on. I'm gonna go and put the whole front end on and the two back plastics, and then we're gonna go from there. I'm gonna see if I can fit this petcock. If we can fit that petcock, we might be potentially able to ride this thing today. Bro, look at this thing. It's sick. The exhaust is dope. I took the rear rack off, the rear tail light. I'm gonna try to do my own thing back here. Sick. I don't even think I ever even sat on this thing yet. I'll be able to now that the shock is all welded in. Actually, if we fix that petcock, or if I get the petcock to work without leaking, I can just run this thing and throttle hooked up. Oh yeah, we could drive this thing. Oh no, I don't have no brakes, but it will start. So let's just see if we can do that. If I have a brake cable laying around, I'll throw that in, and then we might just ride this thing with just some rear brakes. It would help if I had the coil on, right? All right, so the only thing I can probably say about this is missing there's like a whole emission system on it, and there's a plug up here that's open, so that's super loud right now. I think I have the piece. I'm going to just try to like block it off, and I think I should be good if I just block it off. Guys, so you see I started working on this little plug and stuff. I got the idea from Mitch Scooter stuff. He does a bunch of stuff with the Vinos and the 125 motors. So big shouts out to him. I'll link his page and his how-to for the emission removal for a Vino 125. But definitely big thank you for him. So I made my little plug just like he did, sticking inside of here. Mine's a little bit of snug fit, but I'm gonna tap it down, and then I'm gonna use the hose and clamp it up, and I should have a pretty good seal. All right, let's try to start this bad boy again. All right guys, so I got that emissions stuff all plugged away. Everything's all blocked. Just for now, I think we should be good to start it, and then we can actually hear what the exhaust sounds, not just a huge exhaust leak. So. All right, guys. So you saw it. It's running. It's idling. Everything's mint now. What I had to do was actually get rid of this vacuum port because this was just pouring gas out of the vacuum. So, and this was just open constantly. So literally this is nothing but just a hose coming straight from the gas tank into another petcock that actually works, and it's running good. So it's running, it's idling. I think it's good enough where I can throw on the rear cable, and let's take this thing out for a little spin, and we should be good. Oh man, I gotta put the valve in the front wheel. I'll put the valve in the front wheel, put the brake cable on the rear brakes, and then we'll take this thing out for a spin. All right guys, so I just put on the rear brakes. Yeah, got some rear brakes, but I also just found the front brakes. So I'm gonna try to put these on, see if I have stuff to bleed this with, and then probably just bleed those. And then I just got a very, very important phone call. So I'll fill you guys in that in a second. All right guys, so I just got a call from the RIVA God himself. So we're gonna run over to the RIVA God garage and check out what he's doing, and he's got some parts to donate to the for the RIVA build. So let's go over there. Oh, so we just got to the RIVA God's house. Gonna bless us with some parts, but look at all these RIVAs. He's the RIVA God for a reason. So he just got these two. He just picked up two more, right?
Yeah.
These two.
This one and that one right there.
There we go.
Charging the battery. This one turned on great. This one I still haven't turned it on because I just put a brand new battery and I'm charging it. So
there we go. What are you working on today?
So I got this this RIVA right here. All I gotta do is take the old gas out. A funky smell coming out of that. You know what that means, old gas. Put the air box on it. Put this little cap on, and that's it. And it actually cranks. Pretty bad, but it cranks. It's not stuck.
For everyone that's asking me if any of these are for sale, I think this one is going to go for sale, right?
Yes, it is. Once it's done, you know, put new gas and all that, put the plastics on, it'll be up for sale.
I have like three or four. I had 3 people so far ask me from the last video if any of those are for sale. I'm like, bro.
Yeah, that's it. Hit you up, man. You know,
I mean,
like and reply. you know, that's it.
You got plenty of them for sale.
Zuma God, you know, and you know where I'm at.
Yeah, man. We got tons of parts. It's gonna bless us with some parts today.
See the motors in the floor?
What we got?
A couple motors.
What's this? This is GY6. That's a.
Yeah.
That's the one from the flea market that day. Yeah.
Got a couple handlebars there. You got parts everywhere.
Parts everywhere. This guy got the everything, gems. But he's gonna bless us with what you got for me today?
Handlebar. I got the handlebar for you. For that. How you call it? A what? Who?
What is it? Oh,
your build. What's it called?
The Gentsuki.
The Gentsuki. There we go.
So I hope this will work.
Got the clamps.
This looks a little smaller though. I don't know if it's gonna work though. We'll try it though.
Stretch it out maybe.
Yeah, we're gonna try something.
And it has the, you know, the thing there.
Bracket. Yep. If that works. Because the other ones go inside and they snap. So
maybe if it's wider, slim it down. Like
yeah. I'll try something. Anyway, it's gonna be helpful, useful in this build. All right, guys, just got back to the garage from Roberto's house. Got these handlebars, and we're see, got a vino fork right here. I'll tell you right now if it's gonna work or not. I'm hoping it does. Come on. Oh yeah, that's gonna work, baby. Look at that. Is it straight though? Let's see. Can't tell. Hold on. All right, guys, quick update on the handlebar situation. So this is the little notch where the bolt's supposed to slide through. So if we put it there and we slide the bolt through, it would slide through, everything will line up and work like that. But when you go down to look at the handlebars, and it's completely cocked, maybe like 45 degrees. So there's a couple things we could do. We can like either take this off and weld it like I said before, or we can just take this off and regrind this slot in the right spot, like so it can just, the bolt can slide through. So I'll figure out what I want to do so with that part, but yeah, that's no big deal. All right, so something came up and I couldn't finish the bike in time to ride it because it's pitch black right now. And so I'm back in the garage right now, and I think I'm just gonna work on this front end. And I tried a couple different things, and I know that we had got this front end from Roberto, and the plan was to you know, try to make this work, but I just don't want to drill or grind into the forks, that fork stem, and like weaken it for any reason. And also I tried putting the controls on this one and making it work too, and it still will require cutting and stuff. So I think I'm just gonna put this on here. It requires some cutting, some trim. It does, I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's covering up these controls, so I might have to cut these controls out because it's sitting up about 1.5 inches too high. So if I cut that stuff out and sneak it past it, I think I can get it to drop down and then close up that gap so it's not even noticeable. So I think I'm gonna try to do that, and then the rest I can just make some type of brackets or mounts or whatever to mount the front of it onto this. So whoa, look at that, guys. So I got it in there. I had to trim all this up. I'll clean all this up with the die grinder. Same thing with that side, I'll clean it up with the die grinder. But it's in there, and this is the final gap. That's way better. So I'm about like 1/2 inch now. So, and I'll make a bracket that bolts into this little plate right here to hold the front and the back of this thing, so it's all sturdy. So after I do that, I'm pretty much all set. It'd be a complete bike. So let's just get into it. All right, there it is. Front end's on. Thing's sturdy. I'm gonna throw a little zip tie in the bottom for now. I'm gonna go get more bolts. So hopefully when I start it, at least I got a headlight, and that will literally be the only light on the bike. But yeah, I will definitely show you this thing, how it's sitting now. Definitely sitting pretty. Still got no kickstand. Fun. Guys, she's so close, so close. I know I want to get this bike on the road today. That was like the goal, but I'm sorry it didn't happen in this video. But the next video for sure, it has to go on the road. We're so close. There's no reason why I can't. It's running now. The exhaust is all buttoned up. The headlights, everything in the front end is on. I only got the headlight working. I didn't do the rest of the lights. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with the lights yet, so I haven't really even been stressing about that. But that exhaust is on. It sounds, I think it sounds great. What do you guys think? Do you guys like the exhaust? Do you not like the exhaust? Do you not like the sound? Or you do like the sound? It doesn't matter. Drop a comment. Let me know what you guys think. The front fender, I like the front fender over the stock one. Definitely cooler. There's a bunch of things on this bike that needs to be done still, but we're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep trucking along. So thanks for watching. Thanks for being patient with me. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. What are you doing? Come on. Thanks, guys. Peace.